Well, hello, Tim. So good to see you. And I would love if you could please introduce yourself and let us know what you do.
Hello, Danielle. Great to see you as well. I'm Tim Vanderplug. I am a marketing professional who has been working in the brand management sector of marketing for some years now. I worked in a startup for about 4 years before I did my MBA at Michigan State University and got on the brand management track and have since worked for several large consumer goods organizations, including Henkel, Hershey, Mondelez, Danone. So some well-known names, and that was prior to my time working with you when I was doing some contract work for Mondelez and was interested in kind of reaching that next phase of my career. So yeah, that's a little background on me.
Perfect, perfect. And tell me, what were some of the challenges that you were experiencing before we started our work together?
Yeah, so in the post-pandemic environment, I was, as I said, a contract employee. So was looking to get a full-time position, um, but was struggling a bit with getting callbacks for interviews when I felt that my experience really set me up as a great candidate for a lot of these positions I was being rejected from. And I was also, for interviews I was getting, I would um, often get later on in the process, but didn't quite get to the finish line, was passed up in some final rounds, and sometimes got some feedback on interviewing skills or things like that. So yeah, it wasn't quite breaking through based on my search on myself before I met you.
Mm. So, how do you feel the work that we did together was able to change that?
Yeah, so I would say that the work we did on my resume, my LinkedIn profile, was really outstanding in highlighting my best skills and tailoring them to make them really relevant to the positions that I was trying to get. So it took the great experience I had, put it in a package that made me much more marketable. And I would also say all the help across interviewing, across telling my story in an authentic, compelling way. Got some wonderful coaching from you on that. That has made all the difference.
Nice, nice. Well, of course, I feel like you did the work, but it was interesting to see. And I don't know if you are able to share this, but I remember you saying recently before, and we'll get to the offer that you got in a minute, but you said that you had applied to a role with your new resume that we worked on together. You had applied to a position with a big CPG company and 1,000 applicants was shown on LinkedIn and you got a call back for an interview. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because a lot of people, when they see that, they actually don't apply. They figure there's no point.
Yeah, that's correct. I was one of those looking at the long odds on LinkedIn. And yeah, I was not getting callbacks. But then yeah, after redoing my resume with you, there was yeah one position with a huge global CPG company that I got a call back on with over 1,000 applicants and several others as well with big applicant pools. So I definitely saw the results of breaking through, getting to that first interview, even coming out of this huge talent pool. So definitely the resume magic helped.
Yes, absolutely. And there's a lot that goes, as you now know, there's a lot that goes under the hood of creating that resume, but it can make a huge difference. And so, yeah, thank you for sharing that. It gives you access really to the open market as well as the hidden job market, like I'm always talking about. So,
Yes.
can you share what result you were able to achieve with our work together?
Yeah. So uh, the result of all my work with you is I ended up landing a fantastic position as a category marketing manager with a major food production company that was privately owned. Um, and yeah, I got an offer that was, from a salary and benefits perspective, well above what I had seen at other companies at a similar level. Also got me a fully remote job, which is something that I was looking for, just with some occasional travel, and with a wonderful team. It was truly the place where I felt like I would be the best fit. Um, and so yeah, I got a really really strong offer that I was over the moon about. And yeah, throughout the interview process, with your additional coaching, I felt very sharp, very prepared, very comfortable and confident in myself. So I was able to really bring my best self to those interviews, and yeah, got the wonderful feedback, and then got the offer in the end. So yeah, could not be happier with this result.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. And I wonder if you could share, was there anything that surprised you about the work that we did together?
I would say, I've heard about resume screening and keywords, and have paid some attention, but I didn't have a full understanding of the inner workings of LinkedIn, of resume screening tools, and the nuances there. And you're of course an expert in that. So um, doing all of that work to present my experience in the right way, I was surprised by how effective that was in getting me to break through. Um, yeah, and also just the hidden job market, that this opportunity came from a recruiter who found me on LinkedIn, with my rebooted LinkedIn profile. So clearly, you know, our work was working on the algorithm, and yeah, it got me the right recruiter, got them a strong applicant uh, that checked the boxes for what they needed, and matched us up together. So yeah, it was really great to see all of that work come together. And then from an interview perspective as well, you gave great coaching and training throughout the process there, and even just the confidence that I gained, and the sharpness that I gained in telling my story in a compelling way. Uh, Really, really valuable.
Oh, you make such great points. And thanks for mentioning the confidence too. I do hear that from quite a few clients that this is something that's just so intangible, but that can make such a difference in landing the offer that you want ultimately, right?
Absolutely, it made all the difference for me. So, to anyone listening, I could not recommend Danielle Bradley any more highly. She is truly an outstanding professional, and you will not regret working with her. She will help you in ways that maybe you could only imagine. So you don't have to do this all on your own. She will be a wonderful partner to you throughout your job search process.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Tim. That means a lot. And I guess that means you feel like that was a really good investment that paid off.
100%. Yep. It turned into an incredible ROI for me. So, yeah, when it comes to your career, you know, this is work that's so critically important for finding the right position. And even in the negotiation phases, the coaching that you gave there helped me really maximize my offer as well. So, yeah, the ROI was extremely strong on this investment for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story, Tim. I have no doubt you're going to do amazing things at your new role, and I just can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Danielle. It's been a pleasure working with you, and certainly I'll be in touch.